It is the staple of the Aussie diet. Well, one of many of them, but there are many ways the humble sausage roll can be enjoyed.
Say it right, snag roll.
Snag roll, really?
Today, Sarah Stewart is with our kitchen expert, Jane de Graaff, to take us through her delicious recipes. Good morning to you.
Good morning, team. Well, anybody that knows me knows that I love a good sausage roll. Nothing better than going to a country bakery. Although, Jane, you tell me we could make some pretty cool ones at home.
There's so many options with sausage rolls. Just as long as you shake up a few little things like the mince you use and a couple of extra fillings, you can have so much fun.
Okay. Where do we start?
All right, this is the most basic sausage roll you can make it. I've got some cooked sausages there, some little chipolatas, and all I'm going to do, or you're going to do, is roll those up in some store-bought puff pastry, and that's it. Once you pop those in the oven for 20 minutes until they're nice and puffy and golden, you have mini sausage rolls for the kids. Now, these are super easy to make during the week. Have your sausages cooked ahead. If you want to chuck some of those in the oven for their afternoon tea, you've actually got a pretty solid afternoon tea for them. Great for the lunch boxes. Super, super simple if you don't want to be shaping the mince and everything.
And you leave the skin on them?
Leave the skin on them, just cook them, pop them in, use your leftover sausages. But let's start moving on to this one.
Okay, all right,
so this is my favourite sausage roll in the whole wide world. It's a pork and fennel mix. So what we've got here is pork mince. In my pre-cooked mix there, I've got some bacon, some chopped up fennel and some fennel seeds and some onion. Cook that down and it goes sweet and beautiful and sort of caramelised.
Yep.
Mix that into your pork mince with some fennel seeds and some breadcrumbs.
Yep.
And what you get is the most beautiful, sweet, caramelised vegetable mix in with your pork and fennel bits in the sausage roll there. I've made giant ones.
Who are you trying to feed with that?
Me, because these are so tasty, right? So these are giant ones just to show the difference in the sizes that you can make. You can shake up the way you do it. So these ones I would make giant like that, chop in half and give 2 bits, you know, to hubby for lunch or whatever we're going to do. So
whole one.
Enormous sausage roll, right? But let's talk about chicken mince, because chicken mince makes really good sausage rolls as well. So I've rolled one up here. Can you just brush it with some egg wash for me?
Why do we do this?
We do this to get the nice shiny top on it once they're baking. The egg cooks and gives it a nice shiny coating. Yep. But the most important thing is chicken mince is a bit wetter than other minces and it releases a little bit of moisture while you're cooking it. So what you need to do is put something in to soak up the moisture. So come over here. I've got some white bread. Typically you would use breadcrumbs.
They're really yum.
They're so good, aren't they? Typically you'd use breadcrumbs, but I've used white bread. You just soak it in a bit of water, squeeze the water out, pop it in with your chicken mince mix. And what happens is when you squeeze it through, it breaks up into pieces, but those pieces soak up the moisture from the chicken as it's cooking, and you end up with these extra chickeny bits in there without it being too soggy. I absolutely love that one. They're so, so good.
It does taste pretty good. I'm a little surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Well,
hang on.
let me surprise you further. These are vegetarian ones. Now, I love these. The important thing here is to get the texture of the mix right. You need it to stick together. So in there, I've got some lentils, some spinach, some sweet potato, and some leek, and then I've added a whole lot of feta. Now, what happens is when you cook that down and squish it all together, it'll hold together so you get a good filling. Have a taste of that because they're so sensational.
It's okay?
It's so good. These are one of my favourites on the bench. I swear by these. And they're great if you're trying to, you know, swap a bit of meat out of your diet. But even better, look at this. You can freeze them in little parcels ready to go. And because you don't have to worry about the meat defrosting and thawing, you can pop those straight in the oven. Don't have to worry. As soon as the pastry's cooked, everything else inside is already cooked. So you just pop them out and get them and eat them. They are a great fail-safe.
I'm going to go the chicken over them, but not bad for people that like that. A bit of cheese. What's this?
Let me see if I can win you over with this one. This is a mashup of 2 family favourites. It's a cheeseburger and a sausage roll mixed together. So what we've got here is we've got our beef mince, and in that I've got some chopped up red onion. I've actually also got some chopped up burger pickle through there and some smoky paprika. So those are our real burger flavours in there. And then when we put it into our pastry, I've added some burger cheese. You put the mince on top of that, fold them up, egg wash, sprinkle them with some sesame seeds, and they turn out like this. Grab a piece.
So it goes in there underneath and just melts through.
Melts through. All the flavours get in there. Absolutely delicious. You've got your pickle in there.
Oh, wow.
You've got your cheese. Good, huh?
It's like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it tastes like a cheeseburger. But look at this. You can make them ahead as well and freeze them like that. And you can put them straight from frozen into the oven. You'll just need to cook them longer to make sure that the meat thaws and cooks all the way through. So instead of like a 20-minute sausage roll, you've got like 50 minutes in the oven just to make sure it's all cooked through. So good. I love these.
All right, you've done pretty well. In fact, you've excelled today. Not bad, pretty good. Yep. I'm giving the win to the cheeseburger. That is good.
I like the vegetables.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?